Last week in Bad Seed Land, breaking news, I'm fired. Nightmare at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. President James Alexander Hunt was impeached by the House of Representatives in a near-party line vote on Wednesday. He is still president. The committee, led by Representative Jerry Nadler, Democrat of New York, gave recommendations for 2 articles of impeachment: abuse of power and obstruction of Congress, writing, "The president has realized the framers' worst nightmares. He has abused his power in soliciting and pressuring a vulnerable foreign nation to corrupt the next United States presidential election by sabotaging a political opponent and endorsing a debunked conspiracy theory promoted by our adversary, Russia." The president responded in a letter, "I write this letter to you for the purpose of history and to put my thoughts on permanent and indelible record. 100 years from now, when people look back at this affair, I want them to understand it and to learn from it so that it can never happen again to another president," adding that there was more due process afforded to those accused in the Salem witch trials. Well, though the GOP, led by the Senate Majority Leader Mitch the Fix McConnell and Lindsey Judas Graham, say that impeachment will die a quick death in the Senate, Bad Seed Books has learned that actually the president went to bed with a fright after downing half a bottle of Xanax at his mendacity and all the maggots he's thrown underneath the bus, and they have come back to haunt him. Bad Seed exclusive, deranged and delusional, sees bad in the good and good in the bad. Also this week, Hunt responding to a tweet congratulating sweet 16-year-old climate activist Greta Thunberg on being named Person of the Year. Tweeting, "So ridiculous, Greta. Must work on her anger management problem. Then go to a good old-fashioned movie with a friend. Chill, Greta, chill." To which Greta responded by updating her Twitter bio to, "A teenager working on her anger management problem, currently chilling and watching a good old-fashioned movie with a friend." Oh, look at that. Meanwhile, Kim Jong-un threatened the US with a Christmas present? So Hunt went back to fondly name-calling his boss and buddy Rocket Man as if he poses no threat at all to any of us. Trying to save the world? Bad. Threatening to destroy the world? Not so bad. Bad Seed exclusive, Santa Claus, the mathematical certainty of Hunt's abuse. Author and longtime advice columnist E. Jean Carroll recently filed a lawsuit in New York Supreme Court against Hunt, accusing him of defamation. Carroll wrote earlier this year that Hunt had raped her in the dressing room of the Bergdorf Goodman department store in Manhattan 23 years ago. Hunt said he's never met Carroll, despite a photograph published in the same piece showing the two of them together. And most famously, that she's not his type. In the lawsuit, Carroll argues that Trump's statements damaged her reputation, and she is seeking a retraction as well as punitive damages. She also says that she wants the president to face justice for his words, if not his actions. We at Bad Seed Books do not know for sure whether Hunt raped Carroll. But given the he said, she said odds at 50% and the 20 other women that have accused Hunt of either sexual assault or misconduct, then the probability Hunt molested at least one of them is 1 minus 0.05 to the 23rd power, which is equal to 0.000048, or in other words, a whopping 99.999948% chance that Hunt is really the worst Santa there is. Recently, Hunt's had a lot to say about toilets, sinks, and showers.
People are flushing toilets 10 times, 15 times, as opposed to once.
And arguing that we're having difficulty washing our hands, in what appears to be a lament about low-flow sinks and the negative effects of over-regulation of their flow. His rant was the butt of many a late-night joke. However, Toilet Cam, made available to Bad Seed Books by the National Intelligence Service of South Korea, indicates that Trevor Noah came very close when he jested, "Okay, is it just me or does it seem like someone took a dump on the Oval Office that didn't flush and now they're blaming it on America's waterway systems? As the footage clearly shows, Hunt is laying down some very heavy cable and then seems quite unable to flush it down the White House's low-flow lave.